Welcome back. I'm Multeyemeteor, and I wanted to give you guys a short introduction to how you mod Magic 2014, otherwise known as Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014. I'm getting tired of saying that, but for some reason I still do it. Anyways, I made a video called Modding for Greatness for Magic 2013 back when Harbinger introduced me to how you mod Magic 2013, but within a week, these fantastic modders actually remade their modding tools and made it very easy for other people to make new decks and so on, and put out like the material that you needed to mod Magic 2014. And it's available to download and so on and so forth. And I'm putting the links in the description. I think that's going to be all of it. If there's something that I'm missing, please let me know, and I'll make sure to rectify it. But as you can see here on my screen, all you need to do, well, you can't see what you need to do, but I'll explain it to you. As you can see in the top of the screen, it's just an image of this folder, my Magic 2014 folder in my Steamapps folder on my L drive. Not that it matters. I just like I did with Magic 2013, I copied it and called it Magic 2014 Modded. So whenever I want to play with modded decks, I go into that folder and open that file instead of the other folder, the original folder, which is just called Magic 2014. So what you also see on this screen is let me just see, everything called data DLC, I believe, and there might be something else. I think the core file 1404 is, these are files that are made by modders. Let me just, before I get ahead of myself here, one thing that I will mention and I'd like to give a shout out to a bunch of modders here. First of all, Dr. Legend for letting me know that the new mods for Magic 2014 were out. Huge shout out to all the different modders who already have decks out, even the ones which are kind of dubious. Well, enough about that. A huge shout out to RiiakShiNal, who made a tool for making these decks. With this tool, I forget what it's called. I guess he just calls it the 2014 Deck Builder. I'll put it in the description as well. He made it so that you could use all the cards which are available, which means all the cards in the game and all the cards in the core files that you've installed and so on. This deck builder just looks through all the files in the folder, as far as I know, and compiles a list so you can put a deck together from these cards and turn it into your own deck. And it's very, very cool, very, very cool file, or very cool tool that he made to build decks this way. Aside from that, I'd like to shout out the Firemind, who's already up and running with his stuff, and he's made some very specific custom files. And these guys are just very, very prolific, and they find new ways to optimize how the mod is working and so on. So he's working on new decks for Magic 2014. There's a guy called Kevlar Noda, which I've already uploaded a file of. I think today I will be uploading the second deck that I tried of his. And Sumo Mole made a bunch of decks, or a couple of decks. I can't remember, maybe 6 decks or something. I guess more's coming. And I can see from the Slightly Magic forum that there are plenty of more people working on their own decks there. So definitely go check them out if you're interested in modded decks and so on. And also voice your opinions. You can do it in the comment section of this video, or of the particular video for the decks, or you can go to Slightly Magic and please just tell people that you enjoy playing with their deck, or if you have suggestions and so on, you give them constructive criticism if you have something on your mind, because they appreciate it, and they are nice guys, all of them. So All right. So what you need to install is basically I can't remember what they're called. I don't have it in front of me, but you need at least a D3D X9 underscore 43.dll file. And I think you need something else, but I'll make sure everything is in the description. You just download those, put them in that copied folder. Don't put it in your original Magic 2000 folder. That's kind of important because you don't want to screw that up in case something happens to your original Magic folder. You should be able to, at least you were able to in Magic 2013, to play with modded decks online against people who also have the modded decks. And please don't mod decks with the cards that are in the game and go online and play with your modded decks there. Only play with modded decks against people who you know also play with modded decks, because that other bullshit will ruin the experience for everyone else who's playing, who's just trying to have a good time playing like regular Magic. But play with people who you know are playing with modded decks. Perhaps go to slightlymagic.com or .net, sorry, or perhaps go to Steam and try to search for, or perhaps go to the original or the official Wizards community forums and tell people that you're interested in or seeking people who are interested in playing with the modded decks, because we should have a large community, and there's already a lot of people showing interest in these decks from, at least from what I can tell from the videos that I've made for Magic 2013 so far. But check it out. Go to the links in the description, download what you need, put it in that modded file folder, and go download the DLCs that you want or the decks that you want and try to play with them, because they're quite entertaining. So yeah, so far so good. Let's see if we can make this a great season as well. So hope you enjoyed. I'm multeyemeteor, and later.